Yo, what is up, guys? It is your girl Haley here, back with another live. Welcome to another Wild Wednesdays. I hope you all had an amazing Christmas, and I hope you guys have an amazing New Year. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for always supporting this channel. And so let's get into last week's video, which was family traditions and Christmas memories. So, a Christmas memory, I never put this in the video, but another Christmas memory that I do have from when we were little is my brother. If you all have watched South Park, you all know this. There is a Mr. Hanky. My brother makes it every Christmas. It's kind of like a family tradition. It's definitely not Christmas unless Mr. Hanky gets made. So, we are going to go through this week's video. Will be hold on, I'm opening up YouTube Studios. So this week's video will be I Hate You, I Love You, by Olivia O'Brien. I actually got to meet her when we went to, hold on, I don't know if you can actually see it, the Jack and Jack concert in 2017. I went with my sister Sabine and our PCA Brooke, who is kind of like my big sister. And we had such an amazing time. It was so much fun. And we did funny little story about that concert. My sister decided she was going to try to lock me out of the car, but she didn't realize my door was open, so she couldn't actually lock me out of the car. Until Brooke was like, Sabine, her door's open. And she's like, oh, I thought I could get her. But no, it didn't work. But it was so much fun. That was actually the first, sibling outing that we did. And it was so much fun. And we had such an amazing time. And it was probably one of my favorite concerts. And then this past September, I went with my cousin Sarah. And we went to Sad Fest, which we saw the main, All Time Low, Grayscale, Charlotte, which I've done in one cover of hers already, and you guys will be getting to see in 2022 a Grayscale cover and the main, plus another Blink-182 cover. I'll let you guys know those ones this week. So the covers that will be coming up in 2022 for at least January and February. Those were pre-filmed in our old house, so they still have the exact same background in my old room than my new room. So March and April and every other cover and every other YouTube video will be filmed in this house up to now. So I pre-filmed, and it's always easier to pre-film. I always get asked, why do I pre-film? Due to our lives are unpredictable with our bone condition. And it's always easier to pre-film because I don't have to worry about it. If I'm sick, I'm hurt, if I'm in the hospital, if I have doctor's appointments, I'm not missing a Friday posting. Because I've done that before where I was like, okay, I'll film this week, and then I'll post it the same day. There's been days when I miss the 8 a.m. posting time because I would forget to set an alarm for me to get ready to start posting. And then one of my friends that does YouTube, they were like, Haley, you know you can pre-save your videos, right? I was like, no one ever told me that. So I started pre-saving my videos to every Friday, so that way if I'm ever in the hospital, or if I'm sick, or whatever, or if we're away on vacation or whatever, I can easily post on my channel and there's never a missing day of posting. There has been days when, yes, I do need to film on the fly, like the Fun with My Family trip video. That was literally filmed on an Android. I did not have an iPhone then. I had my Android. And the quality was not that good, but it's still one of my friends still talk about that video. They're like, oh my god, I loved it. but trying to film while driving an electric wheelchair, while trying not to hit animals, was a little difficult, but it was fun. And I literally filmed the intro and outro in the car. And I did not have a full editing system like I do now. I didn't have an intro. I didn't have an outro at that point. So that was kind of my hard thing, is I didn't have my intro or my outro. Somebody actually asked, can I play the intro on live stream? The answer is yes, I can. Hold on, I'll play it. Hang on, guys. So this is my intro to my channel. It basically just says my name, like and subscribe, and then it says every Wednesday is a live stream and every Friday is a new YouTube video. My friend Duncan ended up making this for me, and he also made my outro, which my outro was a little harder than expected. But it was fun to put together. There are these little videos and these little things that are completely perfect. Hold on, y'all. Somebody actually asked a really good question that I don't think I've ever answered. Is, have you ever changed YouTube ideas quickly? The answer is yes. There has been videos that, yes, have gotten changed on the fly just because I didn't have time to put them together. But so, what are the covers that are coming up? So, covers that are coming up will be Babylon by Grayscale, one of my favorite Grayscale songs. And we saw Grayscale live at Sadfest, me and my cousin, and they were incredible. And they were awesome. And I wish they played more songs. But, and then You're Worth It, Cimorelli. I know I do a lot of Cimorelli covers, but they are basically a group that doesn't believe in the ratings kind of category. They don't play by like what they get played on the radio or things like that. They play by their fans that show them love, and they care about spreading positivity, not negativity. And then you have 2022 channel update. So that comes out the 21st. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to swap dates, actually. Hold on. I'm going to swap dates, actually. Okay, so I swapped it. So on the first week of January, so January 7th, will be 2022's channel update. And then Babylon comes out the 21st. So I swapped them. And then June 14th is still You're Worth It. January 28th. So this is all January. January 21st is Babylon. January 14th is You're Worth It. January 7th is 2022 channel update. And then January 28th will be I Must Be Dreaming, the main. And then for February, here comes to the February part. February is the 4th of February, will be After Midnight. Will be After Midnight, which is Blink-182. I'm going to explain why I did that cover in a second. And then you have February 11th, because it's close enough to Valentine's Day, will be Internal Love, JLS. And then, probably one of my longest videos on this channel, and besides live stream, will be My Life Story. And that is on February 18th. So I kind of explain like my whole life and things like that. And then on the 25th of February, so that's the end of February, is Thank You for Hating Me. And I hope you guys do like that cover. But let me go back to After Midnight real quick. So basically, if you all remember, I have a song called I Really Wish I Hated You by Blink-182. So that has Matt Skiba in it. So I wanted to do a song that had Tom DeLonge in it, which Tom DeLonge originally started Blink-182. But he left to go do Angels and Airwaves, which is another one of my favorite bands. But I wanted to do something that also had Tom in it. I was either thinking of doing Missing You, or thinking about doing I Miss You or After Midnight. And thinking of like musically wise, I was like, After Midnight's gonna be an easier thing because Mark has majority of that, and I know me and Mark can match each other pretty well. So that's why I did After Midnight. Because I Miss You, you have to be able to go, where are you? And I cannot hit Tom's note for that, for anything. So basically, that's why I did that. And there is a question that I'm going to actually answer. Will I ever do another Road Trip cover? The answer will be no, due to Road Trip is no longer a band. And to do another Road Trip cover, which means I would have to go back and listen to all the Road Trip songs over again and pick one, which would be really hard. Okay. Let's go back to this week's video that just came out. So, family traditions and Christmas memories. Let's go back to that real quick. So, a family tradition that we still do to this day is we always watch the Christmas parade on Disney. That is our family tradition. We've done it since we were little kids. Actually, I think even my mom did it when she was a kid. And it was just something that we could all do together. And those were my favorite memories. And we still do them with them, even though that we're all adults now. And, you know, my brother has a daughter now. She's 6. And, you know, my brother is now doing the family traditions that we did. And another thing is we go to La Salette every Christmas as a family. And we got to do it this year. Last year we couldn't do it due to I was injured and I could not leave the house. But it was incredible to have those. To have these Christmas memories are like my favorite thing every year. And it's like my favorite Christmas memories. Is watching. Excuse me. My favorite Christmas memory, I think, will always be watching my dad when we all got our guitars for Christmas. One year, my mom's like, okay, we're all going to get guitars for Christmas. You know, it's going to be great. We're all going to learn how to play guitar. And it was like, no. Nope, not gonna happen. So sorry. But I ended up giving my guitar to my uncle so he could hang it on his wall in his country room. So that was kind of cool. But I was kind of sad when I wasn't able to learn how to play guitar because my hands like couldn't get the chords correctly. So I think that was kind of the hard thing. Okay. One question is, what is the best Christmas present you've ever received? Best Christmas present I've ever received. Best Christmas present I've ever received. That's a hard one. Best Christmas present ever. You know what? I can tell you. Best Christmas present I've ever received was Christmas Eve, and my Nana and my papa came over. And my Nana said, I have a surprise for you three kids. Go in the living room and bring Indy with you. For all that do not know, I know I talked about her in a couple of live streams, but I had a service dog named Indy. So my Nana's like, okay, go in the living room and bring Indy with you. Indy went everywhere with me. And now my sister has a service dog. So we were sitting there, and we were sitting on the floor because my Nana said sit on the floor. And I was like, okay. So Indy was sitting next to me. Well, she laid down next to me. And my Nana's like, okay, close all your guys' eyes. My grandfather said, no more dogs. What did my Nana do? Go get another dog. Her name was AJ. She was a yellow lab. And she basically kind of looked like Indy, but not really. Because Indy was a golden retriever mixed with a yellow lab. So she was kind of both. This is basically what Indy looked like. This stuffed animal's name is actually Indy. When we lost Indy, my cousin went to Build-A-Bear and built her for me. And this was Indy. And it sung, and she put a little message in it. It doesn't say it anymore. But she put a message that said, Indy's always with you, but now you have an Indy to snuggle with. She is literally one of the best presents I think I ever got. I miss my Indy, but I can always pet this Indy and think of my Indy. Hold on. I'll tilt my computer up and you guys can see. So that is Indy. That's also all my American Girls. But for when Indy passed, I got this Indy. She's very cute. But yeah, so she just kind of chills on my bed. Kind of like the real Indy. She just hung out on my bed with me. But I think that was the best Christmas present, was watching another dog kind of grow up, because we got Indy at 16 months. So she was almost a year old when we got her. But she was literally the most sweetest dog in the world. And even AJ was the most sweetest. But it's so funny because I had in January, I had both of my legs fixed. So I got to chill out with a puppy along with my dog. And it was kind of fun. Okay. Funniest thing that what is the funniest thing you've done on Christmas? Climbing in a shopping bag that was full of toys. I talked about it in the video where basically my Nana worked at Walmart. So they got like discounts. But on Black Friday, before like shoppers were allowed to go in, the employees were allowed to go do their Christmas shopping. So my Nana would get like everything on our Christmas list, including my mom and dad. Except for one thing, my brother wanted a monkey, and the answer was no. My brother always said he wanted a pet monkey. And my mom, my dad, and both sets of my grandparents said no. My grandpa asked my brother, why do you want a pet monkey? And he goes, because I want to train it so that way he can sit with me and do my schoolwork for me. I think my grampy laughed at that idea. Don't think my Nana did, though. Or my Grammy. My Grammy just kind of looked at him like, okay. But my brother was very smart and thought, if I had a pet monkey, he could do my schoolwork for me. No. Okay. What was your... So I think my favorite thing about doing Christmas was getting to spend that time with my Nana and getting to spend that time with my grandpa and doing the little things we do. I think those were my favorite. I think that was like my favorite part, though, is because we had time together. I think that was my favorite part, is the little things. Like, it wasn't about the presents that we loved. We loved that we got to spend time with our Nana. And we could sit there and watch a movie with her. And our tradition was every year, because it's on repeat for 24 hours on Christmas Day, A Christmas Story. We'd call my Nana at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Of course, I was getting nominated every year to do it. And we would call them so we could open up Christmas presents. And then we would go in our mom and dad's room that my brother got nominated for, to go wake up my mom and dad and tell them, Santa came, let's go open up Christmas presents. And my dad's answer was, you need to wait for your Nana and Papa. I was like, oh yeah, we already called them. They'll be on their way. So every year we would watch A Christmas Story all day long. And my Nana would ask my dad, are you tired of this movie yet? He'd be like, no, Mom, I'm good. I think my Nana got tired of that movie pretty quickly, to the point where we would turn off the movie to turn on the Disney Christmas parade. And my Nana would just go, yay! Because I think she was happy that it was off. It was so funny. Like, my Nana's reactions were so funny to, like, anything. Like, the little things my Nana would come up with was so funny, though. Because, I don't know if you guys know, but, like, you know the little things that, like, come on, like, your pizza so you know your cheese doesn't fall off when it's, like, getting moved in the car and stuff? So, my Nana was smart. She used to wash those off. She used to stick them in soap and water, wash them off. And then those would be, like, our, like, kitchen tables or, like, our living room tables in our dollhouses. My Nana and my mom were very creative when it came to dollhouse things. And because my Nana knew how to sew, she would make them, like, beds and things like that. So it was kind of cool. But I think one of the best presents we ever received for me and my sister, one year we got American Girl dolls. Hold on, I'll show you the one I got. I don't know how well you can see her. Hold on, gotta keep turning. So this one I got one Christmas, not knowing it was going to be our last Christmas one. Oh, and there goes the other one. Oh, I just knocked over a whole bunch of stuffed animals. Logan, please stay up there. Okay. Hold on, y'all. So one Christmas, we got American Girl dolls for Christmas. My sister got a doll that looked like her, and I got one that looks like me. Not being vain or anything, I named my doll Haley, because she literally looks just like me. So this is Haley. I got her one Christmas. I got her Christmas of 2009. She was not my ever first, because I had Samantha. But she's way over there, and I'm not trying to knock over more. But I did have Samantha Parkington. But she was in a box for 10 years before I finally opened her. But she was my first ever played with American Girl doll. And I used to take her literally everywhere. My Nana took my old car seat that I had, because I had a car seat from, like, when I was younger. My Nana literally took my old car seat and stuck it in her car. So that way, Haley had a car seat whenever we went somewhere. But yeah, so this is Haley. I've had her since I was about 10. Yeah, about 10. Got her. I got her 2009. I got her the Christmas of 2009. I literally still play with her, and I still take her places. And she was my first ever American Girl doll. And I still love her very much. Now I just have 9 American Girl dolls. She counts as one of the 9, though. But yeah, so she was my first ever American Girl doll that I literally would take anywhere and everywhere. She was my best friend. And still is. I used to take her, and my Nana got me the little. Hold on, I'll show you guys. I don't have it anymore because we've moved so many times. But my Nana one year, and my mom too, they both got me like stuff for her, not knowing that they were working. I think they knew what I was getting for Christmas together. I think so. But it was so funny because my Nana got me like a stroller for her and things like. I got like one of those like banana strollers for them. And then, hold on, I had to find it. Okay, hold on, I'm going to show you guys this. So, my Nana, one Christmas, I got a whole bunch of like baby doll stuff. I mean, it wasn't this like advanced like it is now. But I did have like the baby food, and I had like a high chair for. I actually know where any of my baby doll stuff went. I think when we moved, I lost a lot of it. But my Nana got me one of these. I had one of these. I had so much stuff. And then one Christmas, I also got a whole bunch of Groovy Girl stuff. Because when I was younger, I had a whole lot of Groovy Girls. I had a whole bunch of Groovy Girls. And my Nana and my mom found like a bunch of. I found like a whole bunch of like their accessories like years ago on like Amazon and stuff, but I never ever got them. But my Nana got me one year. Hold on. Trying to find it now. But I had like all the furniture for them. I had blankets. I had their beds. I had their accessories. I had pretty much everything for Groovy Girls and a lot of stuff for. I didn't have like a lot of American Girl doll stuff, but I had a few American Girl doll things that my Nana would find on like. My Nana would buy like they didn't have My Life back then, but my Nana found like preemie clothes and would buy them, and they actually fit them pretty dang well because they're more of a harder body than a bitty baby. These are bitty twins, so they're like more stuffed. I have another bitty twin too. So these are bitty twins. Oh, I have the boy twin too, Sabine's doll, but I don't know where Sabine's doll went. I think she lost it when we moved. But this is Alex. He's my other bitty twin, but these two are my bitty twins. And then I have like the 18 inches. Nope. I just knocked down my Willy Wisher. But yeah, so I have a whole bunch of American Girl dolls. I have 10 dolls altogether because I have one of the mini dolls, which is Julie. She's one of like my dream dolls, so I got her in the mini form because she was only $28 compared to $130. So that's how I get 10, because I have Julie. But I have the new Samantha Parkington, and then I have the old one. But the old one is over down there, and then the new one's right here. But her name's not Sam. Her name's Hannah, because I already have a Sam. But this is Hannah. This is one of my American. For all that do not know, yes, I am 23, but my brain just doesn't work like a 23-year-old. So, I might be 23, but I still love my American Girl dolls. And, you know, I follow this girl on Instagram that she said, as long as, you know, you're not hurting anybody with your love for America, although she's like, if it makes you happy, don't care what other people say about you. I love my American Girl dolls. I still play with them daily. I take them pretty much I'm kidding, I don't take them out anymore. But if we go to like our family's house to like sleep over, I will take one of them with me. Most likely it's probably Hannah, because she's the newest one. Well, technically not anymore, but she was my newest one. This one. Now that would be Logan. But Logan is not an American Girl doll. I have two that are not American Girl dolls. I have Logan. He's an our generation. And then I have a Lots doll, which is Jessica. And I used to have a My Life doll, but I don't know where she went. I think when we moved, I got rid of her. But I'm basically going to explain the difference between American Girl, Our Generation, and My Life. Basically, My Life and this is for the parents out there. Our Generation and My Life and American Girl are 3 amazing brands for 18-inch dolls. But they also, the Our Generation clothes and the My Life clothes fit them just as well. I'm going to explain why. This is Our Generation outfit. These are My Life sneakers. They fit them just as well. Actually, I think they fit them better, sometimes more than the actual American Girl doll clothes. And they're so much cheaper, and they're better, but they're still amazing quality. Hannah's in a skating outfit because I have a skateboard. But this isn't an Our Generation outfit, and those are My Life sneakers, and they are so well put together that you could never tell if it was there's a giant sticker that says Our Generation on it. But they're amazing quality clothes, and they're dolls. He's an Our Generation doll. He is a quality doll. I've had a My Life doll compared to an Our Generation doll. They both work really well. These are My Life. These are AG sneakers. But everything else is, the shirt is Our Generation, but the pants are My Life. And they are all amazing quality, and they are awesome. Logan, can you not fall? That'd be great. But I do love my American Girl dolls, and I love my Our Generation dolls, and I love my Life doll, and I love my Lots doll, that I literally play with my dolls all the time, and they are incredible. Alright, guys. I'm going to end this live stream. I love you guys so very much. I will see you guys in the next live. Stay positive, stay true to who you are, and never be afraid to tell people your true loves and your true passions. And I love you guys so very much, and I will see you guys in the next live. Bye, everyone.